3,328.
3,154.
3,179.
These are the amount of people that were killed from 2012 to 2014 from distracted driving in the United States. Around 420,000 people are injured from distracted driving in the U.S. These massive numbers are according to distraction.gov, the website of the U.S. Department of Transportation, last accessed on September 8, 2016. Today, we will be talking about the cause, effect, and solution to texting and driving. Over the years, texting and driving has led to, again, around 3,000 deaths a year, making this a tremendous community issue in the world that we live in today. Texting and driving motivates us because it affects us every day, even if we are not the ones texting and driving, there's still a chance we could be hit by someone that is. We are credible about this topic because we have done extensive research on distracted driving and the way it affects us. First, we'll be talking about the causes. Second, we'll be talking about the effects. And lastly, about the solutions. So first, we'll be talking about the causes of texting and driving.
Okay. The first cause is the convenience. According to EdgarSnyder.com, the website for Edgar Snyder & Associates, a personal injury law firm, last accessed April 2015, at any given time throughout the day, 660,000 drivers are attempting to use their phones behind the wheel of an automobile. A major part of this is due to the convenience of phones, smartphones especially. Smartphones make sending a text easier and faster than calling. According to TechWallet.com, the website for family technology, last accessed August 2009. In our society today, the most common mode of communication is texting, making it what we are most comfortable with. The second cause is our culture's expectations today. According to Time.com, the website for Time magazine, last accessed November 2014, 75% of drivers surveyed admit to texting while driving. Our culture plays a big role in this. According to TechWallet.com, the website for family technology, last accessed August 2009, in today's society, the expectation is for people to constantly be plugged in, no matter where they are. And because of this expected promptness, we are supposed to text back right away, even if we are behind the wheel. Also, due to this societal expectation, our self-esteem feeds on social responses, meaning that if someone doesn't respond to us right away, we get anxious or nervous, which leads to us making sure that we respond right away. The third cause is that texting while driving is a learned behavior. According to medicaldaily.com, an online news website specific to the medical field, last accessed February 2015, commonsensically observing people engaging in dangerous behaviors would deter people from texting and driving. However, sociologically, riding with others who engage in such behaviors without consequence contributes to a culture of multitasking while driving. This especially goes for the younger generations when they see their family or their friends texting behind the wheel. This act then becomes normalized and accepted, causing them to do it too. There are so many people who do text and drive, and because so many people don't get caught, this makes room for so many people to start.
The second point we'll talk about today are the effects of texting and driving. One effect of texting and driving is death. A driver takes their eyes off the road for 3 or 4 seconds, and suddenly they're lying belly up in the middle of the road. Driving is a task that comes easily to many people, but you add one obstacle and it becomes a much harder challenge. According to bisociety.org, a website of the Brain Injury Society, last accessed October 2013, texting and driving can be compared to drinking 4 beers, and is estimated to be the cause of 1.6 million accidents every year. Texting and driving put many people at risk of death, such as the driver, the passenger in the car, other vehicles around, and pedestrians. According to FCC.gov, a website of the Federal Communication Commission, last accessed in August of 2016, there were 3,179 people killed, 521 non-occupants killed, and 431,000 people injured from distracted driving in 2014. Another effect of texting and driving is adding new laws. With the eye-opening number of people involved in distracted driving incidents, more and more states are passing laws to prohibit texting and driving. Currently, there are no national laws. It is left up to the states to decide if they want to ban this distraction or not. Even with the new laws being put into place, it is very difficult for police officers to enforce this law. For this reason, it is very important that drivers hold themselves accountable for texting and driving. And if they are with family members or friends that are texting and driving, don't be afraid to speak out.
Lastly, we will be talking about the solutions to texting and driving. There are 3 main solutions, and they include education, technology, and your own actions. First, being educated about texting and driving is very important, especially for new drivers and new and young drivers. Having speakers come to local high schools is actually becoming more popular, and they can really make an impact on the community. One example is an organization called Impact Teen Drivers, or impactteendrivers.org, which is a nonprofit organization to persuade and inform different groups of drivers around the world about the consequences of texting and driving. These types of organizations are really important so people can understand that texting and these distracted driving accidents are 100% preventable. Second, there are now apps to prevent texting and driving by muting notifications, text messages, and phone calls. And a lot of cars now are equipped with Bluetooth for hands-free calling and texting and navigation. There's, according to CNN.com of August 9th, 2016, there is an app called Drive ID by Cell Control that costs actually $129, and it includes a mount that goes behind your rear view mirror, and it can detect who is driving at the time by using Bluetooth, while allowing the other passengers' phones to still work. Just stops the driver's phone from not working. And third, the last solution to texting and driving is to simply not do it, which is actually the easiest solution. Today you can also sign a pledge stating that you will not be texting and driving while in the car, and you also agree to use hands-free devices. You can actually take the pledge today at itcanwait.com, and it's actually a really easy thing to do. You just hit a few buttons, sign your name, and you join the 11 million other people that have taken the pledge to not text and drive.
To sum everything up we said, it's pretty simple. Today we talked about the causes, the effects, and the solutions to texting and driving. We've talked about how simple and efficient texting and driving can be, the expectancy of an immediate response. We've talked about the ramifications they can have on everyone. And lastly, we've talked about ways to fix this problem and take action. Still around 3,000 people die a year from texting and driving. But if we all band together, we have a chance to lower those rates. With education, laws, and apps, you can stop texting and driving. Not texting and driving is a simple task that can save thousands of lives. You can take action today. Don't text and drive, and take the pledge.